what we read in magazines or social media, having a healthy libido is some mystical thing that only happens on a full moon in the sexiest of lingerie and only ever happens between two of the hottest bodies around. When I actually think that having a healthy sex drive is all about the connection between you and your partner. It's very simple to get it right. Sex drive is often seen as a measure of one's life force. It's our mojo. And whilst most blokes don't have too much trouble getting aroused, women can be a little more demanding. In fact, a recent study of students at Ohio State confirmed young men thought about sex 19 times a day, while women pondered it only half as often. And women's magazine Jezebel reports that as we age, the gap between men's and women's carnal ruminations doubles. So ladies, what is the recipe for a healthy libido? Well, it's not unlike a chicken dinner for two. You need to know what flavours excite you and where to look to turn up the heat. If you're at a bit of a loss as to what to do and what not to do, just look around your home. I'll give you a hint. The 2016 census revealed a whopping 1 in 4 Aussie men do little to no housework. Now, you can do all sorts of things to get hot and heavy in the bedroom. Candles, music, lingerie. But research shows that couples who share the workload around the home have a healthier sex life. So I think folding the laundry is foreplay. You see, the old saying is true. Our most important erogenous zone is our brain. We're sex slaves to our sex hormones, testosterone in men and estrogen in women. So can aphrodisiac foods manipulate those hormone levels and bring on that avalanche of lust the advertising gurus promise us? Well, I've caught up with our resident sexologist, Nikki Goldstein, for a few insights.
So when we have a look at things like chocolate, chocolate is a great mood elevator. So if you're feeling happier, you're going to be feeling more like you're in the mood. We have a look at things like watermelon. Watermelon is really good for blood flow. When we look at strawberries, strawberries are high in vitamin C. Salmon is really good because it helps you produce things like testosterone, estrogen. Our oysters, these are stereotypically the one that everybody thinks of. It's great to be producing those sex hormones. But the question is always, how much of this food do you have to eat to be able to see any of the results? So there's some scientific evidence in it, but I think when we look at life these days, these foods aren't going to be the last stop to increasing your libido.
So if natural aphrodisiacs aren't really the answer, is there a magic formula for a healthy libido?
We are a society that is run by technology. We have more things that are asked of us these days. But is a lot of that taking away from that connection we have with our partner? And that's what we need to keep in the front of our minds. Have we kissed them when we walked through the door? Have we said thank you? Those things that just make somebody feel like they're appreciated and wanted. Everybody wants to feel wanted and needed. Are you showing your partner enough attention that they feel wanted and needed? Or are you angry and grumpy and distracted? So when you do get into bed, that connection's not necessarily there.
A 2010 study revealed that as a woman's fertility decreases in her 30s and 40s, her libido naturally increases. So what can we do to ride that wave of hormonal desire? May I suggest Latin dancing?
Partner dancing is so much fun, so you get to do all the, nice stuff without necessarily anything else involved.
Oh, I like that, isn't it? Because it makes you feel really good without it needing to be too serious.
Absolutely, yeah. Yes, when a guy's in control and they know what they're doing, things can get hot.
I love it.
Okay, that's cheating.
Yes, absolutely. Having not done something like that before, I really didn't know what to expect. But now I can see the appeal in doing a salsa class because it's very safe and respectful in a really old-fashioned, romantic kind of way. It's very sensual. Between that and a roast chook, I'm in for a very good night.